This video is brought to you by AKS IAS.
Bayana Krishna Mahesh.
Yes, sir.
B-A-Y-A-N-A.
Yes, sir.
It should be pronounced as Bayana.
Bayana, sir. You are right, sir.
Bayana. What exactly is the meaning of Bayana?
Sir, I asked my parents about this, sir, but they also don't know about it.
It's the problem with many of the generation.
Can I add one thing, sir? There is a town named Bayana in Rajasthan, sir.
Yeah.
But I don't know whether we have any relation with that.
Impossible.
Yes.
Impossible.
Yes.
You are Krishna Mahesh Reddy.
Yes, sir.
No way you are connected with that Bayana.
Yes, sir.
Okay? That's what I can tell.
Yes, sir.
I know a little bit of Indian history and complete geography. Plus, I have some understanding about the names and all those things.
Yes.
This is Bayana. Might be this has come from Bayana.
Okay.
Check it.
Okay.
If you get it, try to convey this to me after some time. Bayana.
Yes. Can I know the meaning of Bayana?
Bayana might be your family god
Okay, sir.
or your caste god.
Okay, sir.
Okay? Might be that Anna became that one. This should be the possibility. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. You are a technocrat.
Yes,
Did EC from JNTU Anantapur.
Yes, sir.
Tried for civil services before? UPSC?
Yes, sir.
How many times?
3 times, sir. I wrote Mays this 2021, sir, but I was unable to qualify for the interviews.
2021 means.
Yes.
Before that?
No, sir. No,
Twice
this is my
prelims.
first, sir.
First. Did you attempt this time?
No, sir.
Prelims?
No, sir.
No. Why?
Sir, I thought that I have to give 1 year for optional, sir, because I assessed that my option is a bit weak.
What is your option?
My option is political science and international relations.
Okay. So you couldn't do well in political science and international relations, it means.
Yes, sir. Not up to the mark.
How many marks you got in means?
I got 230 marks, sir.
So average 115.
Yes, sir.
So your interests are Telugu poetry.
Yes, sir. Not exactly poetry, sir, but I write some impromptu lines, sir. Yes, sir.
Do you read poetry?
No, sir. Not
No.
exactly.
Can you recite a few lines of
Yes,
your...
sir. My style is that when somebody is going on some farewell, actually my uncle is going on a farewell, sir. I wrote as a tribute to him. One faculty is going on she completed our course, sir. I wrote some lines as a tribute to her, sir.
Can you recite?
Yes, sir. Actually, the underline of that summary of that that line, sir, is that she is making so many aspirants into civil servants, sir. So I wrote that as a tribute, sir. Can I listen?
Yeah, please recite.
Yes, sir. I took the Panchabhutas and made lines on that note, sir. Akashmanta Asha, Samudramanta Upika, Bhumata Saitam Moyalenanta Badyata, Agnigola Matti Tapana, ఏ గాలి ఆపలేనంతగా సాగాలి మీ ప్రయాణం, ఆ ప్రయాణంలో మేము ఓ భాగమైనందుకు ఆ విధికి ఒక ప్రణామం, సార్.
బాగుంది. సముద్రం?
ఆకాశమంత ఆశ.
సముద్రానికి ఏం పోలిక పెట్టిండ్రు?
ఎస్ సార్, సంథింగ్ సార్, ఐ వాస్ అనేబుల్ టు గివ్.
పర్లేదు, నాకు భూమికి బాధ్యత పెట్టిండ్రు, పర్వాలేదు. సముద్రానికి ఏం పెట్టారు అని నేను మిస్ అయ్యాను, అందుకోసం అడిగినాను. ఎనీవే, యూ ప్లే.
సముద్రం అంత ఓపిక సార్.
ఓపిక? సముద్రానికి ఓపిక ఉందా? దట్ ఈస్ వేర్ ఐ గాట్ స్ట్రక్. సముద్రానికి ఓపిక ఉందా? భూమికి ఓపిక ఉంది, సముద్రానికి అస్సలు ఓపిక లేదు. సముద్రం ఎప్పుడు అల్లకల్లోలం ఉంటుంది, అలలతో ఉంటుంది, ఎప్పుడు అలజడికి ఉంటుంది. సముద్రంలో అలజడి తప్ప ఓపిక లేదు సముద్రానికి అని నా అభిప్రాయం. పోలికకు తీసుకుందామా సముద్రానికి ఓపికకు అనేది సాహిత్యంలో.
Yes, sir. Correct, sir. You are right. But I thought that I thought on that line that it sustains a lot of life, right, sir?
Sustains. ఆ సముద్రకు ఉన్నంత లోతు, సముద్రానికి ఉన్నంత లోతు, సముద్రంలో ఉన్నంత వైవిధ్యం అనుకోవచ్చు,
ఎస్ సార్,
డైవర్సిటీ అనుకోవచ్చు. కానీ ఓపిక డౌటే నాకు సముద్రం.
కరెక్ట్ సార్, కరెక్ట్ సార్.
భూమికి ఓర్మి,
ఎస్
బాధ్యత కూడా అన్నా పర్లేదు, కానీ ఓర్మి కూడా అనొచ్చు. ఎనివే గుడ్. సిన్స్ యూ రైట్ పోయట్రీ, ఐ ఇంటరాక్టెడ్ బికాస్ ఐ టు లవ్ పోయట్రీ. Let's talk about political science. As a student of political science, what exactly ails present parliamentary democracy?
In India, sir.
Yes, our country.
Sir,
What are the problems we are facing?
Problems. Yes. Sir, can I think for a
Yeah, sure. What are the basic major problems we are facing in our present form of parliamentary democracy?
Sir, as we know that, sir, the present political party, the present ruling party in the parliament has majority, sir. Has majority, and the major problem we are facing in the parliament today is they are not referring any bills to the. I mean, there is no debate and discussion for which the parliament is meant for. They are not referring any bills to the standing committees. In 2014, I mean, in the 15th Lok Sabha, they referred somewhat around 60% of bills to the parliament, to the standing committees, whereas in the 17th Lok Sabha, there are only 13% of bills are being referred to the standing committees, sir. This is one of the major problems, sir. The second problem is the disruptions in the parliament, sir. The parliaments today are being turned into the marketplaces, sir. And yes, sir.
Yeah, good. Your analysis, your understanding. You are talking about the present government.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's have this discussion. In conclusion, we'll talk about how to reflect those things. So, apart from that, we have a serious problems in terms of diplomacy in recent times. Just recent days, 3 days back.
Yes, sir.
What exactly is the context and what is the controversy?
Sir, the spokesperson of the ruling party made some unwarranted remarks on a religion, sir, a person of religion, sir. So it evoked the criticism from major Arab countries, sir. Countries like Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, etc. Summoned our diplomats and given their dissatisfaction over the incident, sir. But Ministry of External Affairs of India, they told that government is nowhere related to the fringe elements that are making the comments, sir.
Do you think the official spokesperson of the ruling party is a fringe element?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Did you get my point?
yes, sir. Sir, they were appointed as the members of the ruling party in some or the other position, sir. But when they come to the media and they are speaking, they might be carried away by their own intentions at times, sir.
Do you think it's a personal intention of the spokesperson? Or it is a trend happening with all the spokespersons of the ruling party?
No, sir. I think that is the personal intention of that particular person, sir.
I don't think so. Because what BJP has given, they have given clear indications. Now, after Nupur Sharma's this debacle, what they have done, they have given clear instructions to come and take notes on the particular issue before going to a debate.
Okay.
Just, this is the one. Where I call, if you say fringe element, she is reflecting the ideas of the ruling party. She is the official spokesperson of the ruling party. How can they say that it's a fringe element? That is the discussion going on. If she would have been a spokesperson of Republican Party, spokesperson of BSP or SP,
Yes.
that would have been a different one.
Yes.
But official, the majority party having 400 seats in parliament and they are the ruling party in many states, and if they say that, they can't deny. As a student of political science, can you say that can the government distance itself saying that it is the voice of a political party and not our government?
So, no, sir, I don't think so. Because the party is invariably the ruling party, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
If they are not one, you can say that it's a political party. But if it is a ruling party, how can you say that? That is the major thing. That is why when all this official spokesperson, you can defend it. If we talk up like this, when these people, official spokesperson, come to the discussions, they say that our government.
Yes, sir. Yes.
They don't say that government.
Yes, sir.
If they are the official spokesperson of the ruling party, they say that our government is doing. We gave you money. Then this is where they cannot be called as stringent elements. So what are the root causes for this communalism or hatred being spread in India in the past 10 years or 15 years or 20 years? Where do you find the roots of this communal hatred or intolerance?
Sir, after 2014, sir, the ruling party, the major ideology of the ruling party at the center today is majoritarianism, sir, and Hindutva, sir. So these two are acting as the root causes for the communal hatred, sir.
Do you see other parties? No issues, no problem, need not be that. That is all. I don't. This is, see, they are all human beings. So, what exactly do you think that all the other parties are exempted from this nature in Indian democracy? Like BSP, other parties, any other party, do you think they're not communal? They are not, see, that is what the allegations are on this. As a political science student, do you see, is there any difference between those parties and the ruling party? When they see religion.
Yes, sir. Sir, I was remembering one example, sir. Earlier, Indian National Congress also played these type of politics, sir. Sir, for example, I am citing the Shabana case, sir, wherein the Supreme Court awarded alimony to Shabana for her lifetime, sir, contrary to the Sharia law, sir. But the Rajiv Gandhi government at that time amended the Muslim law, and it enacted a new law named Protection of Muslim Women Rights, and limited that alimony to only 3 months as per the Sharia, sir. So parties were playing these communal politics. Yes, sir. Not only
Appeasement
politics, yes, sir.
Okay. Then coming to state of Andhra Pradesh, what exactly is the strength of Andhra Pradesh?
Sir, the major strength of Andhra Pradesh comes from its geography, sir. It has 974 kilometer coastline, which is the second largest coastline after Gujarat, sir. Andhra Pradesh is also called as Ratnagarbha, sir, because it has enormous deposits of barytes, asbestos, limestone, and uranium also, sir. Sir, Andhra Pradesh is also endowed with a strong aquaculture and fishing culture, sir, which is promoting our exports, sir. 80% of exports of aquaculture from India is from Andhra Pradesh, sir. So that's one.
You said Ratnagarbha.
Yes, sir.
And except Ratnas, you talked about all the others.
Sir.
Where are Ratnas in Andhra Pradesh?
Sir, I think it's in Vajrakarur.
Vajrakarur.
Yes, sir.
Where is this? Vajrakarur?
Sir, I am not exact, sir, but I think it is in Anantapur, sir.
Yes, it is Anantapur. Even today in Anantapur, you have a trend during the rainy season. Now, this is a season for 3 months after the rains.
Sir.
In 2-3 mandals, peoples will be going into the fields and searching for stones, color stones.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And they may get one piece of diamond, small diamond, and that costs 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs. And the lucky one will get in one season or two seasons only one or two pieces. But rest they will get all the semi-precious stones.
Okay, sir.
This is happening in Anantapur. This is Krishna Valley. Now come to diamonds. If you have to talk about diamonds, it is not just Vajrakarur. Vajrakarur, in the name it is Vajra, but basically Krishna Valley is Vajrakarur. Okay. So you have to talk about Vajrakarur, you have to talk about Krishna Valley as the center for this one, Krishna Valley.
Krishna.
Krishna Valley means wherever this Krishna river is flowing and that complete riverine system, this is the area and continuous area. Do you know about Kohinoor?
Yes, sir.
Where did you get Kohinoor?
Sir, actually, it was present here only, sir. I mean, in Hyderabad, sir. I mean, it was excavated some. I mean, it belongs to Hyderabad, sir. Golconda dynasty, sir. But
It is known as Golconda diamond.
Yes, sir.
Mm.
But it was now in London, sir.
Where did you get this Golconda diamond? Kohinoor is mined at. Where did you mine?
Sir, sorry, sir.
This is not in Hyderabad region.
Okay.
That is in Guntur district.
Oh, okay.
Kolluru is the mine where this Golconda, this Kohinoor was mined. Since this is Golconda kingdom, that is Qutub Shahi period, it is known as Golconda diamond.
Okay.
Otherwise, it is not mined here. This Kolluru is in Guntur district. Now that village is submerged under the backwaters of Pulichintala.
Okay.
Oh, that is Krishna River Valley. Okay.
Thank you.
So Krishna River Valley is the place where you have diamonds.
Okay. Thank you.
And you talked about uranium also.
Yes, sir.
Where do you find uranium in Andhra Pradesh?
Sir, a large deposit of uranium is at Tumalapalli in YSR Kadapa district, sir. Yes, sir.
Is it now getting mined or you have still exploration stage? What stage it is now?
Sir, I think the mining has started, sir.
Is there any opposition to it?
Yes, sir. The villages, the people of the villages nearby are complaining that the groundwater and aquifers being polluted due to that.
Do you think their opposition is justified or it is instigated by opposition or some NGOs?
No, sir. I think their opposition is justified, sir, because they are also showing some physical deformities also, sir.
You will be posted in Kadapa district
Sir.
as an administrator.
Sir.
What do you do? How to solve this issue?
Sir, I will bring in the state-of-art technology to remove the related impurities from the water which they use, sir. And I will also import. Sir, I try to talk to the officials and import some technology from Japan, which is a modern country, to safely dispose the impurities that are being collected, sir.
As an individual, you are showing such a beautiful solution.
Sir.
Do you think that all the administrative heads or the scientists in NFC, Nuclear Fuel Complex, or NMDC, are not aware of such things?
Sir, yes, sir. They are. I think they are.
Then why they are not doing? Why it is not happening?
Sir, I think the major constraint is the finance, sir.
Do you think it's just finance?
Sir, and also the bureaucratic apathy, sir.
Concern towards people. Do you think it is another reason?
Yes, sir.
Concern.
Least concern.
Bureaucracy should have a human face.
Yes, sir.
If you don't have human face, then it's a problem. I feel that we have to talk about it also. Public servant,
Sir.
that aspect, you can explain it well because you might have studied ethics and all those things for your civil services also. You are a public servant, not government servant.
Sir.
This dichotomy is there, no?
Yes, sir.
What do you mean by public servant? What do you mean by government servant? When you say government servant, you owe things to government.
Sir.
But the real word is public servant.
Public servants.
That is our constitutional thing, basically, public servants.
Yes.
That is why it is Public Service Commission, not Government Service Commission. If you take help of such words, you can justify your stand. Because some of your opinions are, individual opinions are very radical.
Yes.
But don't even say radical, they are good at personal level. But as an administrator, as a government people, when they see that you are on the other side of the table, okay, then what you have to do in your interview? Take the help of Constitution.
Okay, sir.
That will rescue. You can talk about such solutions, but take the help of Constitution.
Okay, sir.
How people will come with the right to life. So this right to life has to be implemented. Uranium is in contradiction with the right to life. Then we have to find a solution, sir. Then we have to search ways to save the situation and even further development also. How? Each and every case differs. Then we have to think. This is the best escape method. You are putting your own point. At the same time, you are not putting yourself on the altar where they'll again start condemning your opinions. Okay? This is how you have to escape from that.
Yes. Thank you.
Because the first question or second question, when you talked about the majoritarian,
Yes, sir.
communalism, all these things may not be palpable or acceptable for the people on the other side of the board. Your opinions looks like a journalistic opinion or a political opinion, not an aspirant opinion. There we have to modify our understanding, or modify our framing of the answer.
Yes.
Need not change the understanding,
Yes.
but framing should be changed. Did you get my point?
Yes, sir.
Framing of the answer should be changed and keep the same answer. I don't mind, because we are asking your opinion. I am not saying that tell me how I feel happy. I am not asking you to make me happy with your answer. I am asking your opinion. But here, at the same time, you should be careful enough to frame it in such a way that Constitution will rescue you through the entire interview process. Because I know people will not be happy when you are a bit radical.
Yes, sir.
Did you get my point?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That is where you have to be careful. Don't change opinion. Be firm about it. But reframe it. That is the essence of it. So coming back to your district,
Yes.
Kadapa. Kadapa district, you have a great Vaggayakara from your district.
Yes, sir.
Who is he?
Sir, he's Annamaya, sir.
Can you name other Vaggayakaras of Andhra Pradesh?
Yes, sir. Tyagaraja is also a Vaggayakara from Andhra Pradesh, sir.
From Andhra Pradesh or Tamil Nadu?
No, sir, I think he's from Andhra Pradesh. Sir.
Hailed from Andhra Pradesh and settled in Tamil Nadu.
Yes, sir. I think.
Okay.
Sir, Sir Ramadasu is another Vaggayakara from United Andhra Pradesh.
Yeah, Telugu, you can name.
Yes, sir. Those are the names.
Any other? Kshetriya,
Kshetriya, yes, sir. He's known for his padams.
Padams. Since you know poetry or you love poetry, I am asking another question.
Sir.
Recently there was a song. It became so popular by Pavan, because it was in Pavan Kalyan's film.
Yes, sir.
Katamarayada Kadriga Narsimhoda.
Yes, sir.
Have you heard that song?
Yes, sir.
Who wrote that song?
Sir, the song is from a movie called Reddy, sir. Sir, but I was not able to recall that.
That song was taken from something, but it is kept in this Attarendik Dari.
Yes, sir. Yes,
But it is not Attarendik Dari movie song.
yes, sir.
It is not written for no movie.
Yes, sir. I do.
That you know.
Yes, sir.
Then who wrote it?
Sir, actually, it was taken from one old movie, sir.
That is also again a movie.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It is not from a movie. Not even old movie. Even old movie, before the movie itself, another Vaggayakara from a lesser known background has written it.
Sir, sir, I was unable to.
Edla Ramadas. You can, there is a great artist from Kerala, recently he sung that song. Ravi Verma.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Who is that Ravi Verma from Kerala? He's a painter. But I am not talking about the painter. This man is a singer now. Ravi Verma, you can Google and you can see YouTube. Ravi Verma is a singer, a great singer, classical artist from Kerala. He sang this song. And he was talking about Edla Ramadasu. And even many people from Telugu land also did not speak about Edla Ramadasu. This man spoke about Edla Ramadasu, a Vaddara by caste. He is the man who has written. Can you name some of the poets? Because some poets in Telugu, famous poets in Telugu.
Sir, Bambera Putana is one. He also hails from Muntimita in Kerala district, sir.
Muntimita in Kerala, are you sure?
It was largely believed that he was from Muntimita.
But that theory is completely distanced away. He did not hail from Muntimita. Ekashila is translated as Muntimita by those who wanted to take Potana from Telangana to Kadapa. Telangana to Kadapa. Do you know that?
Sir, no, sir. Muntimita is now also called Ekashila Nagaram, sir.
That is translation. Muntimita. Muntimita is there is no relation of Potana. Do you know Potana was a poet in which court? Potana was a poet. He was in a king's court.
Yes, sir.
Do you know which court? Have you heard about Padmanayaka? Rachakonda?
Yes, sir. Raj.
Where is Rachakonda?
I think it is in the neighborhood of Hyderabad.
Hyderabad. He was here. He wrote Bhogini Dandakam, working there. There is Bhogini Mandapam, Sarvagna Singha Bhupala. Went to his native village in Warangal, Bamera, settled there.
Okay.
In the latter times, when United Andhra Pradesh is happening, there was an attempt to take away many great things from Telangana to Andhra Pradesh. And Potana was also taken. Translated only one thing, Ekashila is the cube. Taking Ekashila and translating it Eka Vanti, Shila Mita, Vatimita, done. There is no other thing. It is completely dispelled or dispensed away theory. So Potana is, of course, still Potana is a Telugu poet.
Yes.
For both the states. Other can you tell any poem of Potana? Bhakta Potana's poem?
No, sir. I was not able to recall.
Chaitavena Mudda? Have you heard that?
Yes, sir.
Is it Potana's? Check. Okay. Who else? Any other poet?
Sir, Kandakuli Veerasinghe is also a writer, sir.
Yes. Can you name one work of Kandukuri Veerasinghe?
Hasi Sanjeevani.
Why he wrote Hasya Sanjeevani? Do you know?
No, sir. But his works are majorly concerned towards women education.
Emancipation. Native of?
He's native of Mahendravaram.
So, native of Rajamahendravaram. You know Sirivenala Sitaramashas?
Yes, sir. I know. No.
Native of?
He's native of Godavari district.
Godavari districts. Can you might have heard many songs of him.
Yes, sir.
Which song impressed you the most?
Sir, the one that impressed me the most is from a movie called Kotta Bangaru, sir. It goes like నీ ప్రశ్నలు నీవే ఎవరు నీ ప్రశ్నలు నీవే. Sir, that is the song, sir.
The essence of it, you can tell the gist of it also.
Sir, I mean, it tells that we have to lead our life, sir. No one comes to our rescue, sir. It is the best motivational song.
That is one thing. Apart from that, any other song impressed you in recent times?
From Sirivenala, sir.
Anyone. Any writer, not just Sirivenala.
Yes, sir. There are many songs, sir. Sir,
Which impressed you a lot?
sir, that is also from the pen of the Siriviran Sitaram Shastri, sir. It was his last song, sir, before his before him passing away, sir. It was from a movie called Sham Singarai, sir. It is the song Nenarajiki Ilarajiki. That is the song, sir.
You have seen Sham Singh, right?
Yes, sir.
What is the background? Which political movement is there in the background? That film.
It is the Marxism, sir.
Is it just Marxism or any other? I asked you political movement.
Marxism and feminism, sir.
No. Particular political movement you can see in that film.
Okay.
The Sham Singh Rai was going to that place and circulating books.
Yes,
And
sir.
who are they? Who were they?
They were Devadasi, sir.
Circulating books.
So,
They asked them to join also. They asked him to join with us. He says, no, my pen is mightier than your gun.
yes, sir.
What is that movement?
Sir, I was not exactly remembering, sir, but I think it's the Naxalite movement, sir.
Yes, that is Naxalite movement of 1969.
Yes, sir. Next, the
Naxalite movement of 1969 in Bengal, Naxalbari movement. That is the background of Shama Singh Rai.
Yes, sir.
Do you know anything about Naxalism?
Yes, sir. Naxalism uh, is founded on the basic principle of Jal Jangal Jameen, sir. They think that present establishment is not worthy to their cause, and they wanted to set up their own government to bring the radical change, sir. They want a overnight change, sir. They were not impressed with present establishment.
They want overnight change.
Yes, sir.
If they want overnight change, they are struggling it for 50 years, past 50 years.
Sir, that is their day dreaming, sir. That's why.
But Jal Jangal Jameen, have you seen Triple R?
Yes, sir.
Last flag is Jal Jangal Jameen.
Yes, sir.
Then that is Naxalism.
Yes, sir. Jal Jangal Jameen can be, thought as thought in a positive way also, sir.
It's like,
Sir,
do you know when actually Jal Jangal Jameen is not the slogan of Naxalites? Anyway, since I understood what you know about Naxalism, Naxalism is not Jal Jangal Jameen. Naxalism is dictatorship of proletariat
yes, sir.
on the lines in the lines of Marxism, Leninism, and Maoism. That is the ultimate. It is not simple Jal Jangal Jameen.
Yes, sir.
If it is Jal Jangal Jameen, it can be Allur Sitaram Raju. It can be Komaram Bhim.
Sir.
Did you get my point? That is Naxalism. They dictatorship of proletariat. They are not just for distribution lands. They want a communist society ultimately.
Yes.
You might have studied in political science. You have socialism,
Yes, sir.
communism. What is the difference between socialism and communism?
Sir, socialism means production and distribution of goods and services mainly by the government, sir. Whereas communism, as you earlier said, that they want to establish the dictatorship of proletariat by simply overthrowing the present capitalist regime, sir. Socialism is evolutionary, sir, whereas communism is revolutionary, sir. Socialism doesn't accept violence, sir, whereas communism accepts violence.
Again, you are in the trap.
Sir.
Russian Revolution
Sir.
is known as a socialist revolution.
Yes, sir.
Was there violence or not?
Yes, sir. There is violence.
Then go through, brush up your theory. Okay? The problem is it's not your problem. You are not taught exactly what exactly is socialism, communism, Naxalism. So that is a major problem. Anyway, last question.
Sir.
If you are posted in Andhra Pradesh in remote forest area,
Sir.
what will be your priority sector? Priority thing to do in a forest area?
Sir, as you are saying that it is a forest area, sir, there might be some tribals living in that area, sir. Sir, as they were reaping the minor forest produce from that area, sir. I'll help them better market their products, sir. Uh, through the division cooperative society that was already formed in our village. Uh, yes, sir, I also look forward to uh, limit the smuggling and other related things in the forest.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Let's end the conversation here.
This video is brought to you by AKS IAS.